natin na tayo ay patawag. Honorary member. So any individual, a commendable individual notwithstanding an electrical professional whose contribution to the welfare and advancement of the institute is exemplary. So shall all be conferred honorary member in accordance with the guidelines established by the BOG. Auxiliary member, those non-licensed BSE and BS Electrical Technology graduates who manifested a remarkable interest in the objectives and activities of the institute and who have complied with the membership requirements. So, kaya pag tayo po ay may mga kasamang BSEE graduate or electrical technology graduate who wishes to serve or to become a member of the institute, kahit hindi po sila licensed, they could also be a member. They are called auxiliary member. Okay? For a student member, any electrical engineering and technology student who are currently enrolled in a recognized engineering institution in the Philippines are also be being recognized as student member, of course, after fulfilling the membership requirements. So let us now go and enter the latest IAE portal. Ito po yung ating itsura ngayon. I guess all of us here are very much aware of the portal. So you're going to click in your username there and password. Sa atin pong mga matatanda na katulad ko, madalas makalimot, ay minsan nakakalimutan ng password or hindi pala minsan, kadalasan. So pindutin lang po natin yung forget password dyan. So and follow the instruction. No? Ito po yung ating link para sa ating membership portal. Okay. Next is pag nakapasok na po. Ito po yung new members application form. Specifically for the new passers. By the way, we have new passers this time around kasi katatapos lang na examination and the oath taking is coming very soon, 2 weeks from now or 10 days from now, so October 7th. So just fill up the required fields and submit for uh, and submit your form. In example na po dito si ako. Ayan po yung ating ayan na po yung ating loob ng portal, membership portal, no? So sa personal info po 'yan. If you click the different menus, you will see there the personal information, our membership information as well as our employment information. We are requesting everyone, mga kasama, nakakaintindi naman po tayo that all the information here are required. So please make time to visit your portal and update and fulfill all the blanks kasi kailangan po natin yan i-fulfill. At the same time, kapag meron po tayong changes, like for example, ating address or ating employment information, kailangan din po natin i-update yon so that we will know where we are going to contact you guys. Okay? So, po yun. Yun, yung mga sa mga bago, no? Ito yung navigation niya. Yeah. When you are going to attach or update your profile, you are going to select a photo from your folder, no? From your PC. And then ilagay po natin yung mga PRC information natin. Yung PRC ID natin, kailangan po natin i-attach in a JPEG format, no? Tapos ilagay natin yung PRC registration date natin, original, tapos yung validity ng ating PIC or PRC ID. So yung registration number natin nandyan. And then you need to click this button to in order for the system to understand that this is your latest membership grade. This is true for those RMEs who have upgraded their license to become an REE. Baka yung luma ninyong profile, you are still RME there. You need to upgrade it into REE, so you need to undergo and update your profile, and you have to click this to be your main ID. So another thing, kapag ikaw naman ay REE and you have undergone the upgrade for professional electrical engineer, the same thing, you're going to once you have been given your once they issued your PRC ID, you need to update your profile and upload here all the information, and then click this as your main ID, no? So kahit may multiple grade ka, if you are an RE, ME, RE, and PEE, you only have one profile in your portal, which will be counted as one only, no? Kaya kami sa office, sa headquarters, we can only see Juan de la Cruz. So kahit na tatlo yung kanyang lisensya, isa lang ang mananaig diyan, which is the latest one. Okay. So, CPD points tayo. Yung sa CPD points, dito naman sa members portal niyo makikita yung CPD points dito, no? So, dito mailalagay lahat ng mga CPD points ninyo na na-attenan and after niyong umattend, pag fill out kayo ng attendance at saka ng evaluation, the reports will be submitted by your chapter to the IIEE headquarters and to the PRC, no? So dito pa lang sa HQ, as a head office, it will be uploaded here. So dito nyo makikita yung mga programs na inatenan nyo, as well as the corresponding CPD points na attain or na-earn ninyo for that program, no, for that event. So ngayon, dito din naka-attach yung ating mga certificates ng ating mga inatenan na mga events. So for me, during that time, I have 417 CPD earned credit units na. I think ngayon na close to 600 na. If you want to print to have a hard copy of your certificate, you may do so. You just click it here. Okay? Click it here and print out. So, ito po yung magiging itsura niya, no? Certificate of participation to myself, and it will say there, it will give you the details of the program that you have attended, okay? Including the program of the CPD program that is being given to that particular or was issued by PRC for that particular event. Okay? So we have going now to the ECOGS. This is our ECOGS now. New one. We have a memorandum. Yan. This is the memorandum for the ECOGS issuance. So, ito ay 2021 pa. Ako parang meron tayong latest Sorry, I'll have to check with this kasi ang alam ko meron tayong bagong memorandum for the COGS, which is under 2022 or 2023. Sorry guys, hindi ko na-update to. Okay. So ito yung COGS natin. Siya pa rin yan, no? Oh, hanggang ngayon ay nasa CRC pa rin ako. So it will be signed by the National Secretary, national president, as well as Ma'am Alma being the membership head natin dito sa dito sa head office, national office. Now, for the memo circular of the national president, ito na yung sinasabi kong memo. Okay, from 2022. So, kailangan may magkaroon tayo of the following before a COGS will be issued to us. Attended at least 1 GMM of the chapter. Okay, so be careful of that. Kailangan tayo being an active member, we should always participate in the events or activities of our chapter. Yun lang naman po ang simpleng definition ng being an active. At of course, aside from being active yung ating ID, and meaning to say we are renewing our membership dues. Attended at least one, number two, attended at least one chapter activity or national or regional conference in a year. And is not involved in any investigation for unethical practice of electrical engineering. Number four, not subject to any form of sanction, suspension, or disciplinary censure from his or her respective chapter and or of that from the institute. Okay, regularly pay his her annual dues or yung sinasabi ko nga kanina or membership fee. So actually 3 years yan, no? Abide by the provisions of the professional practice manual. So dapat meron po tayong copy ng professional practice manual natin, and we should all be aware of the entries therein, no? At kailangan sundin natin yun. Baka minsan may nakakaligtaan tayo. Vote during the annual or chapter election. So see, it is very important, and it is part of the requirement na kailangan din po tayo ay nakaboto sa ating annual or chapter elections. But a member is required to vote at least thrice in last 3 years, either national election, chapter election, or both. So see, may requirement po yan, ha. Failure to comply with the above mentioned requirements shall be subject to the non-issuance of the said certificate. Now, certificate of good standing. So meron na po tayong online request procedure nito, no? Sa online. Punta lang po tayo sa portal natin, log in your username and your password. So if I said earlier, kung nakalimutan ng password, just click forgot password. Kung hindi pa rin, tawag tayo sa IIE membership. May mga contact details po tayo dyan, ipapakita later on. So that they can issue to you a new pati kung email at username mo nakalimutan mo na rin, ay pwede nila kayong bigyan, no, ng temporary username and password. So ito yun, online request natin, and click it there. It will give you different menus. So sa ating pong COGS request, ito po ay dadaan muna sa chapter president. Ito yung i-click niya, no? Chapter president approval. So, kailangan ma-approve muna yan. Well, suyo po tayo sa mga nagre-request ng COGS, especially those who are renewing their PRC IDs. Let us all understand na ang atin pong si Pres Rodel at ang kanyang mga BODs, they are also doing business, and they are also, some of them are also employed, and they are also busy. So part of their free service to IIEE is them being the chapter officers. Meron po silang binibigay na time sa IIEE, but not 100% of all their time, no? So let us make some advance application, o mag-apply po tayo ng advance, or online po tayo ng ahead of time para hindi po tayo maubusan ng oras mag-aantay ng COGS na papunta na po tayo ng PRC. Kung po nating iwasan po natin 'yon. these people are also busy, so give them time, no? For them to do kasi binibisita po nila yung kanilang portal. However, hindi naman po all the time. So please be prudent and be careful of that also. Let us give our uh, chapter officers time and space for them to function, no? Accordingly. Now, ito naman po yung pagbabayad or pag-a-apply, no, sa online. DragonPay na po, pinatanggal na sa atin yung paggamit natin ng GCash. So, wala na po tayong GCash ha, sa IIEE. Nagbabayad po tayo through online, through DragonPay. By the way, DragonPay is accepting also from GCash, I think. So, you can also use your GCash paying through DragonPay. But we should follow in our IA portal, we should only follow what is being sent to us or be available there like the Dragon Pay. Okay? So these are the steps on how to pay online. So pinapakiusap po ng ating membership department, ng ating IT na kindly use the Google Chrome browser. So nire-request po 'yan, no? Nire-require po 'yan. So better to use the Chrome browser. So if nakapagbayad na kayo, makaka-receive po kayo ng email confirmation from DragonPay. Okay? Okay, so next is the ECOGS printing. Kapag na-approve na po lahat 'yan, mag-a-appear na ito sa inyo sa inyong portal, sa sarili niyong portal, and you can click the COGS icon to open, then you can print na. So pag na-open niyo na 'yan, yung iba hindi na print ang hard copy, ini-screenshot na lang, pinipicturan at dinadala na lang sa PRC. Pero be careful because some of the PRC regional offices are strict. Iba-iba yan, medyo depende yan sa gising nila or depende yan sa policy ng kanilang office doon. May mga iba nagre-require ng hard copy. So better yet, after opening it, ay print yun na rin para sigurado kayo. Okay? And they are requiring original copy. So print na kayo ng dalawa, iwanan nyo sa kanila isa, gano'n. Okay? So, we would like to uh, introduce to you our IIEU ID or Universal ID. Okay, so this is now how our new UID look like, and most likely all of you already have this kind of UID, no? So eventually sa mga luma pa ang ID, pagdating ng renewal ninyo ay once you pay your membership due as well as for the ID, eto na po yung i-issue sa inyo na klase ng ID. Okay, here's now the election ballot. Hindi na po ako magdedwell dito because I think Sir Larry will have a better presentation later about this. So just to pass by, ito po yung menu no ng election ballot. Once the election has started, this election ballot will be engaged no in your portal. So kung tayo po ay active member, yan po ay may enabled yan. I-enable yan ng IT at saka ma-engage yan sa inyo. Pwede pag clinic nyo yan, pupunta kayo dito sa susunod na menu which is pwede kayong magkuhan na boto. There will be a instruction kung nandun na yung mga pagpipilian nyo, lalabas na roon yung mga kandidato you're going to pick. Just follow the rules carefully before sending your ballot. Okay? Or before submitting your ballot. Now, next, meron po tayo ritong website, no? So, meron po ito yung website po natin. And dalaw po kayo doon, huwag kayong mahiya dahil lahat po ng kailangan natin ay nasa website natin. Anything that you need to know o all information and inputs you want to know sa ating institute ay ito po ay nasa ating website. So, dalawin po ninyo, meron po tayo diyang FAQs, you can browse and you can visit our website. And also, kung talagang magtiyaga kayo at gusto ninyo malaman lahat, even our financial statement, our audited financial statement is being is being uploaded and shared because it is the correct thing, no? Kailangan po natin i i-share 'yan sa members natin. And we as members should also be very vigilant. You can look at it. You need to have to look at it. Not only the FS but other board resolutions na yung mga magigiting nating members of the Board of Governors are doing para makita natin mga members na paano nagtatrabaho yung ating mga Board of Governors, mga policies at mga resolutions na kanilang ginagawa for the betterment of our institute. So you can review them and you can see on how we are going to follow those resolutions. They are being made for us to follow, kaya magbatiyag din po tayo sa mga yon at tingnan natin. Okay? So ito po yung mga laman ng ating laman ng ating website. You can have a browse, nandiyan yung official natin, no? IA website, ano yung mga renewal process, online membership renewal, everything that you want to see, they are there, no? Andun din yung CPD application, completion report requirements, anything that is there, you can visit it, no? Ay portal special features for chapter president. So, meron pong special platform ang ating chapter president wherein they can access approval processes for the members of his chapter. So, related lang sa chapter niya yung makikita niya. So, bawat isa sa inyo na mga chapter members who are uh, engaging the support of the institute. Kung may mga i-apply kayo, yan, dadaan po yan dyan. Kaya nga sabi ko earlier, please give space and time for the chapter president or officers to look onto to their portal kasi busy po din yung mga yan. Okay? So, ito yung mga OGS approval nila. O, ayan, o. Eh, isa-isa nila yan isa-isa nilang chine-check yan. Before they approve, tinitingnan muna nila yung definition on how to yung issue COGS, tinitingnan nila kung yung member ba nila ay active and compliant sa lahat ng requirements before they approve it. Kasi once na nag-approve ng chapter president, all the national headquarters will do is to process it, engage it and process it, and the member can already open the COGS in his portal. Okay? Punta po tayo sa mga benefits ng IIE member. Okay, so we have number one, the free subscription ng EE Magazine, electronic copy. Okay, so we have also discounts on books and merchandise. Just come here to the national office and you will see whatever you want to purchase. Meron po tayong discounted price sa mga members. Free or discounts in technical seminars and convention registration fees. Actually, right now for the convention natin, tapos na yung early bird. For the discounts, may mga konting privileges yung binigay for a few, hindi lahat, no? Yung mga chapter officers, may binigay naman pero hindi lahat. Si chapter president lang ang free, yung incoming at saka yung incumbent. Then around 4 yata yung 50% na chapter officer. Sorry. So, yun po 'no. Free use of IAA facilities, you are welcome here sa ating IAA library. By the way, there's a lot of users coming here 'no. Nung ako po rin ay member pero never ako nag-use ng library. But when I became the head of National Secretariat here, I am observing that so there's a lot of members natin na gumagamit ng IIA library. And it's a good reference, no? It's a good place for them to refer to. Job placements. Well, we have the board of governors have created this new committee which they call the JCO, Job Career Opportunity Committee. Isa po diyan yung ating magiting na former regional governor ng Southern Luzon na si Gov. Adrian Ray. I think siyang vice chairman diyan kasi ang chairman yata diyan si Gov. Orville, Jan Orville, no, Porega. And they are very active in roaming around the whole Philippines for attending the conferences and broadcasting and interviewing. Marami silang ginagawa for the job placements. Hindi naman trabaho ibibigay nila but opportunities and connections, no, and evaluations sa ating mga members. Okay? Technical information assistance, there you go. Certification sa ASEAN, APEC Registry, tsaka ACPE. Of course, we also have the death benefit and medical assistance. You can call or contact your chapter officers for all of these benefits. They know how to provide support for you. And of course, it will eventually come here to the national and we are going to support as well. So the membership department, these are the tasks given to the membership department of the issuance of the UID and COGS processing, the membership status verification. Ito yung pinakamarami, no? Yung status verification. Lalo-lalo na yung maraming nakakalimot. And din chapter remittance. Pero ngayon online na po. PRC renewal assistance. We are supporting all IIA members for your PRC renewal. If you have any concerns, we are here to assist and support you. PRC initial registration processing, these are for the new board passers. And for the PRC conversion from wala na ito, no? Assistant to REE, papatanggal ko na ito. Miss Alma, patanggalan natin to number 6 because talking to the Board of Electrical Engineering, they are not already accepting conversion now. They are already imposing re-examination. Sobrang tagal na po, mahigit 25 years na yata ito na paso na. So yung mga assistant EE noon pa na hindi pa nag-REE, pasok-paso na yan. So magre-exam na raw sila. Okay? Death benefit, of course, and the medical assistance, the membership department is processing those. Okay, for the committees that the membership department is handling, the selection and professional awards. So yung mga nagbibid for IIE outstanding na team EE, REE, and RME ay under sa membership yan, mga staff natin ang mahawak niyan. Bid also for the PRC outstanding EE, yung mga most outstanding chapter, at saka yung mga senior membership upgrade. Kaya pag pumupunta po kayo dito sa IIE office, you will find that our membership staff, karamihan po sa kanila ay namumugto lagi ang mga mata kasi usually ang mga committee meetings ay sa gabi. Ang mga ito ay nagtatrabaho sa araw at sa gabi ay mga committee, sinahandle nila ay doon sila nagre-graveyard shift. Kasi yung mga committee members din ay mga nagtatrabaho at sa gabi lang din sila available. So, karamihan ng trabaho ng mga committee ay sa gabi. Ito pa din ang kanilang mga hawak, yung College of Fellows. Teka, kay Jen na 'to, Per CSC, ito yung sa Student Council, yung Oplan Dagitab, at yung MCDC. MCDC is yung hallmark ng ng membership department, no? Kasi ito ay membership talaga. So, PRC renewal requirements ng claiming, no, for through IIEE. So, punta kayo sa yung mga gustong magpa-claim ng PRC ID through IIEE, especially those na sa abroad. We are helping and supporting in the claiming of your of your PRC ID, no. So, mag-apply lang po kayo mag undertaking form sa PRC, magbayad kayo, then go to your consulate and have an SPA notarized or consularized, then your IAEC OGS, and then you should have attended seminars or the ANC. So, just send this to Alma. And also yung kuwan ninyo, 'no, yung venue ng kung saan niyo in-apply, kukunin yung PRC ID ninyo. Yun lamang po sana dito sa malapit, 'no, sa IAA head office. Huwag niyo naman po kaming papuntahin sa Lucena, sa San Fernando, La Union, or sa Baguio, huwag naman po yun. May mga kamag-anak kayo, puwede niyo naman ipakuha sa kanila, okey? Okay, so sa death benefit naman, ito naman yung requirements. Of course, yung letter of death benefit claim, ito ay ginagawa ng kamag-anak na naiwan or naulila. So, gawa lang po kayo ng letter, pakisabi na lang po sa mga kamag-anak niyo kasi kung kayo ito, tiyak hindi niyo na alam ito. Ibigay niyo na lang 'tong mga requirements na 'to sa mga next of kin ninyo kasi sila po yung mag-a-apply. Gano'n po ba let us all understand na tayo po lahat ay talagang sasakabilang buhay, and so for them to be able to avail of the death benefit na ikaw ay, miyembro, sila po yung makikinabang. So, sila po yung mabibigyan niyan. So, pakibigay niyo na lang po 'tong mga requirements na 'to sa kanila, ha. Sorry po, 'wag kayong magagalit sa akin pero ako'y gustong-gusto ng pumunta rin diyan sa kabilang buhay. Joke. So, deceased information death claim, meron po 'yan dito sa office. Hingi lang po kayo ng form kina Alma. Yung death certificate, of course, you have to get it from the relevant government agency. Membership, ito, dito tayo nagkakatalo, yung membership ID nung namatay. Ako po, halimbawa namatay at hindi hawak ng pamilya ko yung aking ID, magkakalkal yan. So kung wala, tawag po kayo dito sa office para maturuan kayo kung papaano ang magiging next alternative. Yung beneficiary valid ID, of course, yung mga kamag-anak ninyo, pag kailangan magpakita rin ng ID. And make sure na ito number 6, other permanent documents, no? Marriage certificate, like na at saka yung birth certificate or affidavits. Make sure na ang kinakasama mo ngayon ay original na asawa, ha, at siya yung mag-claim kasi po nangyayari minsan ang kinakasama ninyo ngayon ay second or third wife na ninyo or husband at hindi po kayo kasal sa kanila, ay hindi po sa kanila mapupunta yun. Doon po sa legal mapupunta yan. Klaro po ba? Nagkakaintindihan ba tayo diyan, ha? Now, sa medical assistance naman, kapagka tayo ay na-ospital, ayan may mga requirement din tayo, request for letter of assistance, medical assistance form, medical certificate, tsaka medical prescription, tsaka yung ating ID. Ito, tayo being buhay pa, puwede kayong mag-apply niyan. So, tawag lang po tayo sa tawag lang po tayo sa IAEA office natin to check on this. Kaya lang lahat po ito tatandaan natin, ang death at saka medical assistance funds are taken sa revenue ng ANC at kailangan ito ay maaprubahan ng board. So, nagdadaan po ito sa proseso ha. May kung naman ito, ina-approve po yan ng BOG natin. So, ito po yung sinasabi ko kanina, mga contact persons. Medyo pwede po ninyong screenshot na ngayon yan. Ayan po ang ating membership team, headed by Miss Alma Larce, yung ating head. Si Miss Carla Citeves, yung senior membership natin staff. Hindi na si Jonor. Tanggalin na si Jonor. Hindi to updated. Sorry, hindi na po si Jonor De Guia. Si Mabel Soleta, si Monica CD, si Jonor po, napalitan na po yan ni Sheila Alcantara. Ipaparesend ko na lang po ito, ha? And right now, our VP Internal is the overseer of the whole membership department, si Sir Engineer Florido Fibaron po, ang ating overseer, being the VPI. So, just for the marketing department naman, meron po tayong IIE published books, merchandises, e-magazine, advertisements. Sa mga magazine subscriptions natin, conference sponsorships, tsaka mga virtual event exhibition demo, may contact our head ng marketing, si Ma'am Mary Ann Gilliet. Ang overseer naman nila dyan, walang iba kundi ang ating magiting na VPE, VP External, si Ma'am Chi Coliado. Sa trainings department naman, which are engaged sa ating mga training and seminars, TCPDC, it is the overseer is our Vice President for Technical Affairs, si Engineer Cataluno Rania, and ang ating head of the training department sa atin ay si Engineer Warren Fajardo, no? Si Ren Fajardo is also an EE, katulad din natin po siya, EE. Sa ating finance department naman, andyan si Miss Jenny Arada at ang ating national treasurer is the overseer. And sa admin and HR, ang ating overseer dyan, ang ating national secretary, which is also a former Southern Region Governor, si Sir John Herrera, is our national secretary. Ang head nga po pala ng ating na admin ay si Ma'am Yela Santos. Okay? Siya yung head ng HRDA. So, sa mga BEE and PE application, for the BEE, contact info si Miss Rona, no? Pero sa PE kasi ngayon, meron nakatimit tayong bagong staff, which is si Miss Lara Joy Perlas. Pero ganun pa man, ang pinaka-point of contact natin, single point of contact towards the PRC and the BEE is Miss Rona Pohas. Siya po yung ating Executive Staff Support 1. So, ito po yung ating IIW website again. Okay. Pagka may tanong po kayo, punta po kayo doon sa ticketing natin sa ilalim. At mag-click lang po kayo. May drop-down menu yan for what type of inquiry you want to fill out. Just click it and enter all the necessary information required. Then isulat po ninyo, kwento kayo dyan kung anong kailangan ninyo, then submit. Kapag hindi po sumagot yan, email po ninyo sa akin or itawag nyo sa akin at sasagutin natin agad. Okay? So, friendly reminder para sa mga chapters at saka mga chapter members, no? Lahat po ng events nating kakalimutan, say cheese or magpa-picture tayo, gawa po tayo ng college ng pictures, gawa tayo ng report, submit po natin lahat at kailangan po natin mga yan, documentation and mga reports. Most especially that we are always vying for the MOAPO or Most Outstanding Accredited Professional Organization. Guys, tulungan po tayo. Kailangan po natin ng magtulungan bilang institute. We're heading towards our 50th or our golden anniversary. We are looking forward na makuha natin yung magiging most outstanding accredited professional organization leading to that year para bonggang-bongga ang ating 50th year, no? Okay? Yun lamang po muna sa ngayon. Thank you very much. And back to you. Sino ba ang ating kuwan? Diretso na ba kay Sir Larry? O sige sir, thank you po. Wala pala moderator dito.
Sige po.
Thank you, Orville.
Opo. Sige po, Pres Larry, proceed na rin po tayo sa inyo.
Okay, sige. Okay, so nakikita na ba ang aking screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes po.
Okay, so good afternoon. So my topic for today is about napapanahon. This month of September is the election month for the chapters, and start na rin ang ating general election or the national election for our governor at large sa ating mga regional governors. So ipakilala ko lang muna yung ating election committee for this year. So I am the chairman of the committee. Our vice chairman is Engineer Leo Cabasa, a former national president. With members, Engineer Gregorio Guevara, a former national president then. And of course, Engineer Alan Anthony Alvarez from SLR, former national president then. And representing Mindanao, Engineer Marley Acosta de Fiesta is a former regional governor. Engineer Denny Horneja, representing the Foreign region, is a former regional governor also. So lahat sila ay former regional governor. Representing Visayas is Engineer Felipe Niliama, and representing Luzon is Engineer Jeffrey Acop. Okay, so my topic for today, apat. So about chapter election, the election procedure, election guidelines, and election updates. So for chapter election, ito naman ay nandun sa ating manual of operations for chapters, no? And I'm sure yung ating mga officers, ating mga chapter officers ay well-versed naman sa ating manual of operations. And this year's election ay nasusunod natin yung mga requirements na nakalagay dito. So reviewin lang natin, no? The chapter officer's qualifications for chapter president. The chapter president must have the following qualifications. So dapat, of course, is an active regular member of the chapter for at least 5 years. And nag-serve na siya as officer for a minimum of 3 years. So kailangan natin na may experience na siya as a chapter officer, siyempre bago tayo mag-president, to make sure na mamamanage niya ng maayos yung ating chapter. Of course, valid PRC license at the time of election, and no formal case filed with Professional Practice Committee. And other officers naman, the other officers and board of directors must have the following qualifications. Of course, active regular member of the chapter, must have a valid PRC license at the time of election, and a transferee member must have a residency within the chapter of at least 1 year from election date. So kanina na-discuss naman yung sabi natin na active regular member is yung na-discuss kanina ni Gov. Orville, no? Yung ating mga requirements to be a regular member or an active or good standing member ng institute. Hindi lang naman bayad tayo, kundi may mga certain items na we have to comply, like yung attendance sa ating mga general membership and yung ating attendance sa mga regional conference and convention, national conventions. So election of officers, so section 1 ng ating sa manual of operations is the election of chapter officers shall be held on the month of September. Unfortunately, ngayon around 63 pa lang yung nag-conduct ng chapter election. And so maybe for various reasons, no? So ito yung mga reasons lang na valid, no? And justifiable, no? The chapters kailangan mag-endorse ng chapter board resolution to the regional governor for deliberation, confirmation, approval of the governors, but otherwise may be deemed proper and just by the board. So out of God, out of man, and fortuitous events or force majeure that shall totally render the conduct of election impossible. So ito lang yung dapat yung mga reasons, no? So this year, yung mga hindi nakapag conduct ng election this September, makaka-receive sila ng love letter from the COMELEC or ELECO. So 1.2, only regular licensed members in good standing. So na-discuss na ni Gov. Erbil, consider in good standing, and who are registered in that particular chapter are qualified to vote or be voted upon and qualified according to Article 2, yung qualifications. So election committee, or we call it SELECOM, so not less than 30 days, calendar days prior to the chapter election. So the pinakamaaga is September 1, so that's dapat August 1. Meron na tayong SELECOM, composed of at least 3 former chapter presidents or former regional governor from the chapter to act as election committee. So kung bago pa lang yung chapter, wala pang 3 years, no? Pero kasi mga chapter na wala pang 3 years, so wala pang 3 former chapter presidents. So any yung active member or members in good standing ay pwedeng i-appoint as a member of the ELECOM. So the primary functions to review, select from among the nominated members, 9 for small chapter and 12 for big chapters. 11 ito, 11, no? 11 for big chapters. But kailangan yung candidates natin is minimum of 12 for big chapter and maximum of 15 final candidates. So to disseminate to all bona fide members of the chapter the short listed of at least 15 candidates prior to election. So to conduct the election during the annual meeting by secret balloting, and to canvass and proclaim the 11 winning candidates for chapter, 9 for small chapter, and 11 for big chapter. So as a collegial body, together with the regional governor, act and decide on any protests related to conduct of election. So election procedure, candidates must be nominated by at least 3 active members of the chapter. So candidates shall fill up the election forms. Meron tayong mga election forms dito. Form A, application for certificate of candidacy nomination, and Form B, candidate platform of achievement. Northern Laguna members, lang tayo ng konti, magyayabang lang tayo ng konti, no? Itong mga application forms na to ay nanggaling sa Northern Laguna chapter. So nag-implement tayo dati nang wala pang manual of operations. Then it was adapted dun sa manual of operations. So nanggaling yan sa Northern Laguna chapter. The election form A must be signed and approved by the chairperson of the election committee. So screening, all submitted candidates for election will be reviewed by the committee. Candidates may be called for interview if the committee deemed necessary. Magandang kahit sa chapter, I think maganda na pinapractice itong interview, no? Para to make sure na yung mga candidates are talagang willing na mag-serve sa chapter. The committee will evaluate every candidate based on the questionnaires and its equivalent points per question answer. So candidates who will pass the screening will be included in the official list of nominees. So the conduct of election, members will choose 11 for big chapters and 9 for small chapters. So the top 11 candidates for big chapters and 9 for small chapters with highest votes shall comprise the board. So sila yung board of directors. So election can be done physically or virtually as needed. So this year, the the 2023 Board of Governors decided to have a virtual o online election tayo, no? So, mas marami kasing nakakaboto kung virtual or online voting, e-voting. And okay, so for Section 6, composition of chapter officers. So under the, alam naman natin no, for small chapter, no, 9 lang. So they have only one vice president. Whereas, yun ang pagka-difference. Whereas in the big chapter, meron tayong tatlong vice presidents. Vice President for Internal Affairs, External, and Technical Affairs. So induction of officers, so the incumbent regional governor or its duly authorized representative shall facilitate the induction of newly elected officers. So induction of new set of officers must be done on or before December 31 of the year of the election para January 1, start na sila ng kanilang term and function as officer of the chapter. The chapter presidents may take their oath of office during the annual national convention, and induction of other officers may be done during the annual national convention or on a date set by the officers. Usually during Christmas parties, no, they can conduct the oath taking or induction. Okay, ito yung ating activities for this year for the chapter. So chapter e-voting process information derived. So we had a marami tayong mga pinalabas na mga memo, memorandums, and then mga circulars and mga infographics sa ating Facebook, sa ating website, no? And we conducted last August 5 an orientation for the chapter and national election. So this year, ang ating isang improvement or na ginawa ay nagkaroon tayo ng 5 days e-voting period, and then the last day will be the election of the chapter officers during the GMM. So medyo mahaba yung time natin para makaboto. Opening of e-voting results as per chapter submitted the GM during the GMM. So yung key access will be given to the chapter president and the members of the Celecom. So end of e-voting, Celecom. Okay, announcement of election results. So during the GMM, so its period is September 1 to September 30. Okay, so announcement during the GMM, and the chapter ELECOM to submit new set of officers to the National ELECOM. So sa amin submit yung mga result ng election. The National ELECOM to submit this to membership department. So the newly elected BODs magkakaroon ng training, no? Yung ating mga newly elected board of directors on this target schedule is November 10. Okay, this is hybrid. So induction of 2023 chapter officers during ANC, its closing ceremonies, it is also hybrid. So on November, I think it's not November, nakalagay dito 27, but usually it's on the closing ceremony. If this will be closing ceremony, that will be December 2. So acknowledgement of new set of chapter BODs during the joint regular Board of Governors meeting. So on December 9, acknowledgement of new set of officers for 2023-2020 or 2024. Diyan na rin gagawaan ng board resolution para din sa requirement ng ating mga bangko for the change of signatories ng ating mga sa bangko. Okay, so next is the election procedure. This is for just brief narration, no, for the procedure and the selection of candidates for the Board of Governors. So the qualifications prescribed herein for elected position, the Board of Governors are continuing requirements and must be present for the duration of the officer's active tenure. So criteria for governor at large, so must be an active holder of PE or REE license, must be a member of good standing and reputation, must have served at least one term as regional governor or have actively served in one national committee for at least 2 years and completed a leadership program of the institute or other accredited providers. So the national officer serving for 9 consecutive years will not be eligible to run for the upcoming election and must go on 1-year break. Parang sa government natin, no, pag nakatatlong term na yung mga local officials, mayroong break. So, ganun din sa atin. Okay, so matagal na, 9 years na siya, hindi pa siya nagiging president yan. So that no applicant shall qualify unless the necessary clearances of all accountabilities from the institute have been obtained. So, yun yung trabaho ng ating National Nominating Committee. So, criteria for regional governor. So, baka meron na dito sa atin na next year ay gustong tumakbong regional governor. So, must be an active holder of PE or RE license, member of good standing and reputation. So, ito, must have served at least 2 terms as chapter president or serve as chapter president for 1 year and chapter officer in any capacity for 2 years. So 3 years as officer, 1 year president, 2 years as officer, and completed a leadership program of the institute or other accredited providers. Yung requirement for our regional governor. So regional governor serving for 3 consecutive years will not be eligible to run for the upcoming elections and must go on 1-year break. So no applicant shall qualify unless at mga clearances and accountabilities from the institute have been obtained or cleared. So ito yung mga compulsory requirements. The nominee must have at least 3 consecutive membership renewals with the institute. So meaning 3 consecutive renewals, 12 years with the institute at the time of the submission of his or her certificate of candidacy. So a certificate of good standing must be submitted along with the candidacy form. So the nominee must be knowledgeable with the IIE Constitution and Bylaws, the EE Law, RA 7920, and its implementing rules and regulations. So must be cleared of all types of account payables. Baka may utang pa sa IIE, no? At the time of the submission of the candidate, certificate of candidacy. So clearance certificate from the Finance Department must be attached to the form submitted. So must not be directly or indirectly involved in any business transaction with the institute up to the 3rd degree of consanguinity or affinity. So para maiwasan natin yung conflict of interest. So possesses high degree of integrity and moral standard. Aside or abide by standard work ethics in business as well as in the professional practice consists of matters including adherence to the Code of Ethics for electrical practitioners, Code of Ethics of the IIE, and the Professional Practice Manual. So dapat wala tayong mga cases, no, filed against us. So must have a full grasp and understanding of the welfare and concern of electrical practitioners. So demonstrate a good understanding of good governance principles and performance management. So foster teamwork, work cooperatively and effectively with others to set goals, resolve problems, and make decisions that enhance organizational effectiveness. So ito naman ito lahat nakalagay yan sa form ng application forms. Meron diyang mga questionnaires that and interview din ng ating National Nominating Committee to check, no, lahat ng mga requirements na yun. Think strategically, no, assess options and action based on trends and conditions of the environment and the vision and values of the institute. So exemplify skills in leadership, management, and develop leadership competency of its co-members, including excellent interpersonal and both written and oral communication skills, as organizational abilities, and is able to foster teamwork to set and reach target goals. So keenly supports the development of passion and leadership skills of fellow IIA members to become active members, active officers, or active committee chairman, members of the IIE committees. Profoundly supports the leadership skills of all of active IIA officers by shaping their competency to become officers or higher or more challenging position in IA, especially in the area of influence and expertise. Supports all IA programs and undertakings, including the ASEAN Engineering Registry, no? The ASEAN Chartered Professional Engineer, and the Asia Pacific Engineering Registry. So for incumbent members of the board, they must have a satisfactory attendance record with no more than 3 cumulative absences in regular IIE board meetings at the time of filing application for candidacy. So para sa mga re-electionista. Or 3 and 2 termers as board of governors, Code of Corporate Governance Section Principle 1. A nominee who is an incumbent member of the Board of Governors shall have prepared and submitted his or her self-assessment of performance. So meron tayong self-evaluation, no? Including compliance with required time of service as a member of the Board of Governors, duly accepted and confirmed as true and accurate by the incumbent national president of IIB. So this provision of self-assessment is in accordance with other provisions of this code. So ito yung ating bagong code, no? Yung Code of Good Corporate Governance. So any material false statement or declaration in the submitted forms document shall automatically disqualify the applicant for candidacy. So ito yung process ng ating conduct of election this year. So first was the preparation of list of candidates. This is under the ELCOM already. So yung prior to that is the process handled by the National Nominating Committee, which started around May. So supervision of the emailing, delivery of ballots and candidates profile to all qualified members. So before the start of the election, sending of the e-ballots, so meron tayong the list of candidates must be informed, must be sent to the members. So prohibition on the electioneering and or partisan political activity. So later, discuss natin yung what are the allowed and not allowed during this time for the candidates. So, but this year, another improvement that we have done is meron tayo ngayon, we have provided avenue for candidates to fairly promote their program of governance to the general membership as sanctioned by the ELECOM. So meron tayong, they can, we requested them to provide a 3-minute video introducing themselves and stating or narrating or discussing the platform of governance for next year as a national officer, as regional governor. So it will be posted in our official FB page, in our website, and in our YouTube channel. Okay, so the ELCOM also will decide any and all electoral protests pertinent to the election and whose decisions shall be final and executory. We are also tasked to appoint election canvassers para during the conduct or the canvassing, sila yung canvass ng election. And then the ELCOM will proclaim the winning candidates during the closing ceremony of our annual national convention, which this year will fall on December 2. Okay, so ito yung ating election guidelines for this year. Prohibition. So madami to, mahaba from the selection until the proclamation, but i-discuss natin ngayon yung mga prohibition on the electioneering and or partisan political activity. So the official candidates and members of IIE, including members, no, are prohibited from engaging in any electioneering and or partisan political activity during the election period, which starts on the nomination until the canvassing. The following are regarded as partisan political activities, which refer to acts not designed to promote the election or defeat of a particular candidate. So A, forming associations, clubs, committees, or other groups of persons physically or virtually for the purpose of soliciting votes and undertaking any campaign for or against a candidate. So pag may tinayo kang grupo na for election purposes. No? Second, holding caucuses, conferences, meetings, or other similar assemblies, physically or virtually, for the purpose of soliciting votes or undertaking any campaign for or against a candidate. So, mag-co-organize ka ng meeting, mag-organize ka ng conference, or kahit virtually or physically, yeah, just for the purpose na kakampaign mo yung isang candidate. So letter C, making speeches, announcements, or commentaries, may it be on social media for or against the election of any candidate. Kaya nga meron tayong, as mentioned, meron na tayong ginawang mga avenues for them, no? Nakalimutan ko nga pala. Aside from the video, we will have an election forum on October 6, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 to 6 p.m. So I encourage you to attend. Will be online. October 6, where all the the governor at large candidates will be present and to present themselves and their platform of governance. So I'm inviting you to attend the October 6 election forum. This will be conducted by ELCO. So letter D, publishing, displaying, or distributing campaign literature or materials designed to advertise candidacy and support or oppose the election of any candidate. So publishing, posting, or displaying of the votes casted via social media or any fora. So bawal na i-post mo kung sino yung mga binoto mo. Kasi kung pinost mo yung mga binoto mo, it is also campaigning for those people. So utilizing IAS resources and activities directly or indirectly campaigning during a webinar, sponsored webinar, or any other activities. So endorsement of any candidates by any person, organization, chapter, or company should not be posted in any form of social media and SMS. Meron kasing mga group chats, no, for endorsing candidates. So spearheading direct or indirect black propaganda or negative campaigning for a certain candidate or candidates, is strictly prohibited. And of course, coercion of telecom members, a voting service provider, and IIEE employees. Any person who directly or indirectly threatens, intimidates, terrorizes, or coerces telecom or any of the IIEE employees in the performance of election functions or duties. So these are prohibited. So yung prohibition of electioneering is also applicable during the election. So katulad sa chapter, the same din sa national, the winning candidates, 9 or 11. So yung electioneering ay kasama pati doon sa pagboboto natin ng president, vice president, and other officers. So ito yung mga avenue as mentioned a while ago for candidates to fairly promote their program of governance. So the ELCOM should determine and identify the platform where the candidates will be given time to promote and explain their program of governance. So kaya tayong official FB page, website, YouTube, no? Na-discuss ko kanina. So ito yun. The promotional material should not be longer than 3 minutes per candidate shall be submitted to the ELCOM within 15 calendar days after the list of the official list of candidates. The screening and approval before posting in the above-mentioned platform. So late submissions shall not be accepted. So the ELICOM may schedule a venue or forum. So ito na magit ko kanina. So it will be on October 6 and baka magkaroon pa kami another one in November, where the official candidates will be given time and opportunity to inform the general members of their program of governance. Likewise, an opportunity to answer questions and concerns from the membership. So you are free to answer. Siguro medyo limited lang time, limited lang siguro, but we will be asking the members to ask questions. The ELICOM sanctioned promotional videos of the official candidates are the only materials allowed to be shared for the purpose of the IA national election. But you can share it naman, but you cannot make your own or post your own promotional materials. Okay, so as ito yung kanina, no? Pareho lang, pareho, the same. Okay, so it's the same. Okay, sa proclamation appointing candidates, case of electronic voting guidance and procedure shall be established. ELICOM recommend the same by approval and adoption by the government. So, in case of a tie in the final canvas, the ELICOM shall administer legitimate means to break the tie. Pwedeng toss coins, ginagamit yan no? And Article 13, the ELICOM shall determine and proclaim the winning candidates. So canvassing is spearheaded by the Board of Canvassers and ELICOM. The canvassing shall officially start at 12 noon on the last day of the annual convention. So 12 noon, ang ating voting precincts or e-voting will stop on 12 noon of December 2. The ELICOM shall decide any on or electrical protests na relevant to the election. So ito na yung mga ating mga updates as of today. So per chapter e-voting, so this one of the infographics that we send to the general membership of the conduct of the chapter e-voting. So as mentioned a while ago, at around 63 chapters out of 104 have their election this September. Ito yung announcement natin. So updating because we have to parang cut off of the eligible voters. So first was last August 31, but so dapat yung mga hindi pa nagre-renew, you have to renew your membership dahil hindi kayo makaboto pag hindi na-renewed, and then update your yung mga email addresses, your data, because our e-ballots will be sent to our emails. But we extended that to up to 27 until yesterday, right? Until yesterday. Kasi to increase na yung mga number of voters natin. So dahil e-voting naman, mabilis naman ma-confirm yung mga list of voters. Sayang kasi yung almost 1 month, no? So last August 31, mga 69,000 dapat yung voters. But nito na-extend natin ay ngayon ang actual eligible voter is 70,248. 70,248. So nadagdagan, no? Because we extended. So to give more members the chance to vote for our next leaders. Okay, so ito rin was already sent to you, to everybody. So this is e-voting. So it started actually today. Yung iba sa inyo naka-receive na ng mga emails for e-voting for our national elections. So it will end on December 2. So announcement, meron tayo dito. Additional, may bago tayo ding improvement this year or to encourage more members to vote. So you will have a chance to win. Meron tayo raffle, no? Vote to win, nandito. And then know your candidates. Initially, September 30 yung ating election forum, but because most of the candidates are busy with with ongoing mga chapter GMM, so we decided to move it to October 6. So ito yung ating I'm not sure kung na-receive nyo na to pero nakita nyo na siguro. So meron tayong raffle every week, no? So prize 1, Elecom will be awarding 12 slots of free convention fees, no, early bird rate to early voters. The raffle draw will commence at the beginning of the e-voting period and conclude on October 28, 2023 with 3 lucky winners selected weekly. So weekly may mananalo po na member who voted, no? So IIE incumbent officers or committee members already have a free convention fee will be subjected to a redraw kung sila yung mapili. So hindi sila kasali. For winners who are company paid delegates or chapter representatives, so the price will be converted to a valuable IAE merchandise. So kung free kayo bayad ng company, pwede mo siyang i-convert into IAE merchandise. So the same amount. So 3,535. So winners must confirm their attendance at the 48 ANC. Yes, if a winner is unable to attend, the prize will be forfeited and non-transferable. So kailangan, kung nanalo ka, you have to attend. If not, forfeited siya. But we have to confirm. So siguro kung hindi siya attend, i-draw na lang ulit natin para mabigyan yung chance yung iba. So 12 free convention fees. And prize 2, Elecom will be giving away 12 softbound copies of PEC1 and 12 PEC2, softbound copies of PEC2. So the raffle draw will take place from October 30 until the week of the annual convention with 6 lucky winners chosen weekly. So yan po, meron tayong raffle para sa mga ating mga voters. Kaya I'm encouraging everybody and please inform your your friends and your colleagues to vote. And merong mga, if you cannot receive your ballot in the email, you can go to the portal as discussed kanina ni Gov. Orville, meron doon na election, no? You can vote in our portal. At maraming reasons kung minsan bakit hindi na nare-receive yung ballot. Baka hindi na update yung email, kaya nga dapat, as mentioned a while ago, in-update na natin yun bago, until yesterday, di ba? And minsan mali yung spelling, or meron sometimes yung inyong mga emails, kung company emails, may mga firewall, minsan nahigpit yung ating mga IT na hindi makapasok. Or titingnan nyo din, baka nandun sa spam or nasa mga spam, no? Napunta dun sa ibang portion, wala sa inbox, kundi nandun sa ibang mga sa ating email. May inbox, meron pang, sa akin meron pang ibang nakalagay doon. So you have to check, minsan doon na pupunta. And in any way, kung hindi man mapunta sa email, you can go to your portal para makaboto. Okay, kung hindi man, we have to call the attention of our national staffs sa membership department para ma-assist kayo on how to vote. Okay, thank you.